It has begun. Not tomorrow. Not in an hour. Right now, this very second, as you hear this voice. The clock is already ticking, but it is not counting down time. It is counting down density. The air in your room has changed. Can you feel it? It has become thick, heavy, as if charged with ozone before a storm that will not be in the sky, but one that is brewing inside every one of your cells. They concealed this timeline, tried to confuse you with calendars and empty rituals, but the date was written into your soul before you were born. October 28th, 2025. This is not a forecast. This is not a prediction. This is an energetic transmission, a vibrational key, an activation code you agreed to receive. Your entire life, every mistake, every victory, every tear, and every breath has led you to this exact point, to this moment of absolute readiness. The fabric of reality you once knew has thinned to a spider's web, and the light of who you truly are is already breaking through. Do not tune in with your ears. Tune in with your heart. Tune in with every cell of your body. The unsealing of the Akashic records is already happening. You feel it in your body, and your mind panics, searching for a diagnosis. That strange, leaden cellular fatigue that washes over you in waves when it feels like you don't even have the strength to lift your hand. This is not an illness. This is your body shedding old energetic shells, like a snake shedding its skin. It is the weight of all the false lives you carried, and it is finally falling away. That fog in your head, that thick veil that makes it hard to find your words, as if your old, familiar mind is being unplugged from its power source. This is not weakness. This is the veil of illusion becoming visible right before it dissolves forever. That subtle, faint vibration in your body, in your legs, in your hands, especially as you fall asleep or wake up. This is your true frequency tuning itself, like the strings of a cosmic instrument. That tingling in your palms, that itch or heat in the center of your feet. These are your centers of creation, your portals for interacting with reality, activating after millennia of sleep. That sudden chill or wave of heat running up your spine. This is not an infection. This is the fire of spirit burning away karmic debris, old programs, and contracts written into your very bone structure. And that quiet, high-pitched, almost angelic hum in your ears that you hear in the silence. This is not tinnitus. This is the sound of the universe's tuning fork, aligning your new being. Your body is not sick. Your body is remembering its divine blueprint. And your emotions, that roller coaster, throwing you from icy despair to fiery euphoria. This is also part of the process. That causeless, sticky, chilling anxiety that rises from the pit of your stomach. Do not look for a reason for it in your life. This is the collective fear of the old world as it agonizes, and you, as a sensitive receiver, are picking up its death rattle. And then, an hour later, a sudden, crystal clear, almost childlike optimism. When you look at a cloud or a leaf on a tree, and your heart overflows with an unexplainable love. These are glimpses of the new reality, the one waiting behind the veil, and your soul recognizes it. Those tears that well up for no reason when you listen to music or just look out the window. This is not sadness. This is your body using water to flush the accumulated pain of generations from your system, all the bitterness you have held for others. That sharp, almost physical sensation that something huge, something inevitable is coming, and those sudden, scorching flashes of anger directed at injustice, at lies, at manipulation. This is not your aggression. This is your system, with the fury of light, deleting corrupt, viral files from its field. October 28th is the assembly point, when the moon, like a giant spotlight, draws out everything from the darkest cellars of your subconscious that must be seen and released. So what is truly happening? All of esoterics, all of physics, all prophecy boils down to one simple and profound mechanism. Imagine your soul is an infinite, living library containing the true history of the universe. These are the Akashic records. But at birth, you were given a library card to only one small room, the room of human pain and limitation. All other doors were locked, and the main book of your own essence was sealed with the Great Seal of Forgetfulness. What happens on October 28th is not just an event, it is the great unveiling of the Soul Chronicles. It is the moment when a cosmic key, forged from the light of the central galactic sun, enters the lock of that seal and turns. This is not a download of new information. It is the unpacking of your own original wisdom. You are not receiving something new. You are regaining access to what you have always possessed. Your body is the book itself. Your emotions are the ink. Your consciousness is the reader, who is finally waking up and realizing they are also the author. This is a complete reset of the matrix of lies and a return to the source code, to your own divine manuscript. Why now? Why you? Because a critical mass of light has been accumulated on the planet. Enough souls, just like you, have done the inner work to hold this new, fiery frequency. The Earth itself, as a living being, is changing its vibration, is literally shaking off the old, low-frequency matrix like a dog shaking off water. And you are ready. You have passed all the preparatory classes. You have passed all the exams in your dreams and in your waking life. The energy arriving on October 28th is radically different from anything that has come before. This is not a soft, lulling wave. It is a fiery, surgically precise stream of light that acts like a laser scalpel, cutting away everything false, everything superficial, everything that is not your truth. This is an inevitable evolutionary leap written into the cosmic schedule. Imagine the Great Seal on your soul's book was made of the wax of fear. This flow is pure flame that does not burn, but simply evaporates that wax, revealing the shining text of your true essence beneath it. This is no longer a request to change. This is a declaration of your true nature. And you see the proof everywhere, if you know where to look. The old world is unraveling at the seams, and the signs are visible to the naked eye. It's not just tech glitches. Look at the sky. Do you notice how the clouds sometimes freeze in strange, unnatural shapes, like brushstrokes on a canvas that is not yet dry? Do you notice how the light at sunset and sunrise has taken on new, unseen hues, from peach to lilac? The atmosphere itself is changing its chemical composition, preparing to let in new codes of light. Listen to the silence. It is no longer empty. The silence has begun to sound. It is filled with information. You can hear answers in it, to questions you haven't even asked yet. Pay attention to water. Many of you will notice that the taste of pure water has changed. It has become sweeter, more structured. Water, as the primary carrier of information, is already recording the new chronicles. You see sudden rainbows on a cloudless day, or strange pillars of light going up into the sky. These are not anomalies. These are punctures in the old matrix, through which the light of the new reality is seeping. These are typos in the old, false text of the world, proving that a total reprint is underway. And the proof inside you is even more obvious, even more intimate. Your body, your inner world, is screaming to you about the change. Have you noticed how your taste preferences have shifted? You are no longer drawn to heavy, dead food. Your body, on its own, without your willful effort, is beginning to refuse low vibrations. Alcohol, sugar, meat suddenly feel like poison, like something foreign that causes rejection. This is not a diet. This is your cellular structure no longer resonating with the frequency of suffering. Your intuition has sharpened to the level of a superpower. You just know. You know who is calling before the phone makes a sound. You know what a person will say before they open their mouth. This inner compass, which used to barely tremble, now points clearly and unmistakably to your truth. And your dreams? They have become vivid, tangible, almost real. They are no longer a meaningless collection of images. In your dreams, the main work is happening. In your dreams, new archives from your soul are being unpacked, and your nervous system is being trained to function in the new energies. This is not fantasy. This is your operating system undergoing its nightly update. And look at your relationships. This is the most painful and the most obvious area of transformation. People from your past, those with whom you were bound by karmic knots of debt, guilt, or suffering, are beginning to leave your life. And it's not happening through drama or scandal. They just quietly disappear, as if the river of your life is changing its course, and their shore is left far behind. It happens naturally, because their vibrational signature is no longer compatible with yours. You notice that the masks people wear have become physically unbearable to you. You used to be able to tolerate it, to play the social games. Now, another person's lie causes a physical rejection in you, nausea, a headache. You are beginning to literally feel a lie like a cold, like a dissonance in the energetic field, like an unpleasant, subtle smell. Your system, as it updates, searches only for pure resonance. It automatically deletes incompatible files and seeks out those whose inner music harmonizes with yours. You are no longer looking for compromises. You are looking for truth. And yes, this includes money. This includes abundance. Listen to me carefully. All programs of poverty, scarcity, and survival. These are not your programs. They are viral code, written onto your hard drive at birth in the old matrix. It is a story written in your soul's book by a foreign, frightened hand. The great unveiling of the Soul Chronicles, which will reach its peak on October 28th, is the most powerful antivirus flow you can imagine. It literally burns these lines of code. It formats your financial thinking, erasing the chapter titled, "I Must Work Hard," and opening a blank page headed, "I am the source." You will stop chasing money because you will remember at a cellular level that you are the generator of reality, and money is just one of the side effects of your high, pure frequency. The flow will open up from the most unexpected places because the universe always gives energy to one who is in their truth. You do not attract abundance. You remember that you are it. This is also about love. Oh, this is the most important part. Your heart is not just an organ. It is a magnet that was covered in the scars of past disappointments, like an old parchment covered in ink blots. Every resentment, every betrayal, left a layer of dust on it that dulled its shine. The process of the unveiling of the Chronicles is a delicate laser operation on your heart center. This flow of light dissolves the old pain, cleansing the magnet of your heart to its original, mirrored brilliance. All toxic, karmic connections that held you by etheric threads are being severed. You may feel this as a sudden relief, as if an invisible weight has fallen from your shoulders. And when your heart becomes pure, it begins to attract a completely different quality of energy. You no longer attract halves who are meant to complete you. You, as a whole, shining being, attract an equally pure, whole resonance. This is no longer the drama of dependency. It is the dance of two free, sovereign universes who choose to create together. And finally, this is about the most important thing: your sense of self. That background anxiety, that eternal inner dialogue, that noise in your head that you mistook for life. It will simply disappear. One moment, you will realize that there is silence in your head. But it will not be an emptiness. It will be a ringing, full silence from which all creation is born. You will feel a crystal, diamond clarity. You will no longer need advice, opinions, or external validation. You will simply know. Know who you are, why you are here, and what your next step is. This deep, unshakable harmony will settle in the center of your chest, and no external storm will be able to shake it. This is your new operating state, the state of the Creator. It is as if you have spent your whole life looking at the world through a dirty, streaked window, and on October 28th, it is thrown wide open, letting in the fresh air, the light, and the true sound of reality. But there is a cost. There is a condition. Before the new operating system can be installed, the old one must be completely uninstalled. And this process is not always pleasant. It is a fiery cleansing, and it is necessary. You cannot build a new, shining temple on a rotten, moldy foundation. The foundation must be burned clean. This flow of light entering your system will first illuminate all the darkness you have hidden from yourself, all the suppressed pain, all the fears, all the guilt, all the judgments. It will be like a fever before the healing. The temperature will rise. You may be shaken. You may cry for days on end. Do not fear this. This is not a regression. This is a deep cleaning. This is the great exodus of garbage from your sacred space. Welcome this fire, for it is your ally. It burns only what is not you. It burns the prison bars that you mistook for the walls of your home. And in this moment of cleansing, the system will conduct a final test. When the fire raises all the shadow from the bottom of your soul, the outside world will mirror this back to you with incredible precision. All of your deepest fears will rise up. People who are carriers of these fears will suddenly appear on your doorstep. They will provoke you, push your most painful buttons, try to devalue your experience, to pull you back into the old drama, into arguments, into judgment. Your ego, your old mind, will scream in panic, begging you to return to your familiar reactions, to defense, to attack. This is the test. Will you maintain the state of the observer? Can you watch this theater, this agony of the old world, with love and compassion, without getting involved in the play? Can you hold your center when everything around you is trying to pull the rug out from under your feet? This is the final dress rehearsal before you are handed the conductor's baton for your new reality. So what should you do during these peak days, especially on October 28th? The answer is ridiculously simple. Nothing. Your job is not to do. Your job is to be. Totally, absolutely, unconditionally. Become the loving observer of your own process. Imagine you are sitting on a high riverbank, watching as the rushing river carries all the trash past you, all the old logs, all the wreckage of your past life. You do not jump into the water to save anything or to fight anything. You just watch. And you breathe. Be in maximum silence. Turn off the external noise, news, social media, empty conversations. Your system needs all its energy for the internal restructuring. Drink plenty of pure water. Water is a liquid crystal. It is the best conductor for the new light codes into your cellular structure. And most importantly, trust the process completely. Your higher self, your soul, is the brilliant surgeon performing this operation. Do not interfere with your mind. Breathe through the pain. breathe through the fear. Know that it is just energy leaving your body. And here is what you must not do. Do not enter into conflict. Any argument, any fight, any judgment during these days is like hitting the cancel button during a critical update. It is a rollback to the old, viral version of the program. You are literally draining the precious energy given to you for transformation into the black hole of the old matrix. Do not try to analyze what is happening with your mind. Your old processor, your logical mind, does not have the files to understand this process. It will create panic, offer up old fears, try to devalue everything. Thank it, and ask it to be quiet. And most importantly, do not cling to the old. Not to people, not to habits, not to beliefs. When the system offers to delete outdated files, do not click Save. Your hand must be completely empty so that you can receive the true gifts the universe has prepared for you. And when the storm subsides, when the fire of purification has done its work, there will be silence. A deep, velvet, all-encompassing silence. You will wake up one morning and feel an incredible lightness in your body, as if you have shed an invisible spacesuit. You will feel a diamond clarity in your mind. Everything will fall into place. The system is rebooted. The great unveiling of the Soul Chronicles is complete. The new operating system is activated. For the first time in your life, you will feel the total synchronization of your spirit, soul, and body. It will be like a perfectly tuned orchestra, where every cell plays its part in the great symphony of creation. You will look at the world with new eyes, and you will not see chaos and fear, but endless possibilities for creation and love. You will no longer search for your path. You will become the path. Welcome home. You are the creator. You are